What is going on? Welcome back to a new Flow video. This is Jacob Tucker, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to hook up your, front end code to be able to work with .cdc files or Cadence files, so that you can have, syntax highlighting and errors, live inside of VS Code. So what that means is this is sort of what the final product is going to be. Is you're going to be able to code in .cdc files, which again is where you code Cadence. And if you make some error, it'll print an error here, right? So it'll print a Cadence error here. And so that way, you can actually have live, you'll see the syntax highlighting here of Cadence and also errors if you get something wrong. So like, let's say we delete that, for example, right? We get errors. So this is what the final product is going to look like. Okay, so to do this, I have, the DApp that we've been using over the past two videos ready. And so I'm going to show you how to, now hook it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new folder called Flow. Now, you don't have to do this. I just like to put all my CDC files in a folder called Flow. And then I'm going to make another folder called Scripts, another file called Transactions, that we can separate our scripts and transactions into different folders. Again, you don't have to do this, but I think it's helpful. So let's go into a script right here, and let's make a test.cdc. And let's just do public function main. We're going to return an integer, and we're going to say return 1. Now, you'll notice that we do get syntax highlighting because I have something installed, and I'll show you what that is, but I don't get errors, right? So it's not giving me any errors if I make a mistake. So, where do you start? Well, first of all, if you've been following the series, one obvious thing you need is the Flow CLI. So you're going to go to docs.unflow.org/flow-CLI, and then click on these steps. And you're going to follow these steps for any, for whatever system you're on. So if you're on Mac, I would recommend copy and pasting this line into your terminal. If you're on Linux, this line, and if you're on Windows, this line. And so again, you're gonna copy that command, paste it into your terminal. I've already done it, so I'm not gonna do it again. And then once you do that, you're gonna run flow version. And if you see a version inside your terminal, that means you've done it correctly, okay? And so you're gonna do that, and then the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna open up your VS Code, go to this extensions tab, and then type in Cadence. And when you do that, you're going to click on this Cadence right here and click install. Now, when you install it, I already have it installed, so I'm not going to do it again. But when you click on install, it's going to install it into your VS Code, which is going to be great. And then one last thing you're going to do is inside the directory that you're working in. So I'm currently working in this directory. Whatever directory you're working in, type in flow init. And what you're going to notice is that's going to generate a flow.json file for you, and that's going to allow you to have all that syntax fun. So when you do that, quit VS Code, okay, and then relaunch it with code space dot, or that's at least what I use to launch my VS Code. And then hopefully, if you do it right, it should say in the bottom right corner that the Cadence language server has started. So let me move my camera. Oops. You'll notice that it says Cadence language server started. So that means that it's now going to work. So now if I, remove a thing, it's going to give me errors, right? So that's awesome. So just to recap, since I know that was pretty fast, you're going to want to install the Flow CLI. So if you type in Flow version, that means you've done it correctly. The second step is to install the Cadence, VS Code extension. So by typing in Cadence, clicking this one right here with this image and clicking install, and then typing flow init in your terminal, that will generate a flow.json. And then when you do that, you quit VS Code, reopen it, and then it should launch. So now we get syntax highlighting, and we can do a bunch of stuff, right? If we remove it, it gives us errors, and it also gives us that highlighting. So woohoo, we did it. And I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.